So you did hold on to your balloon for quite some time. Why so?
Basically, I done popped on everybody, so I ain't want to pop again towards the end. Now, let's not take away nothing from the beautiful young lady. She was in Houston, so I felt like it was some opportunity there at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's her loss, not mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's what you're judging off of, you know what I'm saying, then at the end of the day, hey, babe, I'm him, Jim. You missing out.
All right. Now, is he someone that's your type?
Absolutely. I love your dimples.
Thank you, beautiful.
Yes, you're very handsome.
Thank you very much.
Oh we. Listen, hey guys, welcome to Little Black Book 91. Like I said, I promise I'm gonna do these pop the balloon lives. Let me do this now. Listen, don't cry, don't beg. It's not cute, okay? Don't cry, don't beg. It's not cute.
Don't beg. It's disgusting.
Listen, we don't have to beg. I get it. Listen, old boy here, sincere. I like him. His energy was righteous. None of the men were actually ever disrespectful. So I want to shout out to the men them on this Pop the Balloon review. But brother, don't cry, don't beg. Just keep it pushing, okay? Oh, listen, old girl told you, listen, that she's gonna pop your balloon. And about the kid situation, brother, we don't have to cry. We don't have to beg for her attention, her love, and her affections, okay? If she said no, let's move it right along. Let's move it right along. Let's not even waste time. I don't have time. You don't have time. We don't have time. Nobody has time. Let's not waste it. You know what I mean? Trying to make it work. So listen, welcome to Little Black with 91. As always, we're going to have a little bit of a funny time with this show here. I've got 2 reviews I'm going to do of Pop the Balloon. I'll do a part 2 tomorrow because we've got a men's panel. I'm a bit late today. I didn't realize Pop the Balloon was going to come too early. So, but let's just have a little quick breakdown of this because this was interesting to me.
Yes.
You know, you holding it on. You killing yourself. That's what. Let me ask you this though. Can I talk about that? Can I do my thing? Why would you base judgment on how many the mothers, like if they have more than one? Like, can you have more than one marriage?
The only reason I say that is because I want more children, and so I will be the third baby. You know,
but what that mean though? That's what I'm trying to figure out. If you the third baby mama, I really feel like, or if you the third mother of the child, I really feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's based on how he handling the situation. I feel like you need to delve into the situation and find out more. Like, was he out here just being and slanging it everywhere, or were these long-term relationships?
Maybe
were they locked in? You know what I'm saying?
Now, let me pause it right there. First and foremost, brother, you ain't gonna get no time to explain that because, brother, once you have 2 baby mothers, it looks careless. It's what it is. Like the lady, we do it to the ladies all the time, and I'm all game for it. I understand. I make judgments too. When you tell me you have 2 baby fathers, I'm gonna look at you strange. And if you have 2 baby mothers, they gonna look at you strange. It's okay. All right, we don't have to campaign and fight for this one, bro. It is what it is, right? I know that you liked her. I know you thought she was pretty. I know you guys got on, but unfortunately, like she said, she is somebody with only 1 baby mother, and that's okay, bro. Keep it pushing, keep it moving. We don't need to argue about this situation because really and truly, again, that's a lot of stress. That's a lot of bodies. That's a lot of adults. And I think that's just a real situation of what it is. Like the difficulty behind this is if you have more than 1 baby mother, or 1 baby, but more than 1 baby father, that's multiple people we have to deal with. Regardless of whether it's a sweet deal or not, or sweet relationship, or it's going well, it doesn't make a difference. People don't want to have to deal with several people at once. So I totally get it. I understand why old girl decided she wanted to dismiss him. But we can't cry and we can't beg when she says she doesn't want you, because it just doesn't look good. I've been there before. You know what I mean? When you're not begging, but you're begging. By protesting, you're begging.
Saying what's his relationship with the mothers, like all that should play a part in it. But if you're just looking at it from a surface standpoint and popping, then you're losing.
I understand, but this is
now let's pause it here. He said obviously the fact that he has 2 baby mothers. If you don't find out the story, then you're losing. That's the begging. I wanted to be specific. It's not him explaining his situation. It is him saying, if you don't then, dig a little bit deeper, then you're the one losing. No, we ain't. I don't have time. You tell me you have 2 baby fathers, I'm going to be out that conversation quicker than a meat. I'm going to be out that situation quicker than a meat. I'm not trying to hit a meat from you, bro. You know what I'm saying to you? So I'm with the ladies as well as I'm with the men who say and reserve the right to say you got more than 1 baby mother or more than 1 baby father. Yeah, you're not for me. It's a me. I got to get out of here. You know what I'm saying to you? Road runner things. We're not trying to waste time and waste effort trying to figure it out. He right now is fighting from a place of, you know what, like, there's more to me than just having 2 baby mothers. There is, but the problem is you have 2 baby mothers, which is actually kind of a lot for somebody. It's that simple. Like she said, she'll be the third baby mother. Nah, man, it ain't cute. Imagine mentioning that to your mother and your father. Imagine mentioning that to your friends. Oh yeah, I got on with this guy, or and I'm the third baby mother. I'm the third mother of his kids. I'm a wife, but I'm the third mother of his kids. Yeah, I can see how that's not gonna go down well. The same way, like you telling one of your boys, yeah, bro, she got two other baby fathers. Your guys are gonna look at you like, oh my god. They're gonna look at you like, bro, you wild for that one, bro. They're gonna look at you. And I understand why. It is a natural thing. It's the optics. The optics don't look good. It don't feel good either. So, let's not cry on beg.
Surface. I mean, how deep can we really get in this short amount of time?
You did get deep, though. You asked pointed questions when you asked the relationship with the child's mother. That was a very pointed question. I feel like that should have held some weight on your end. But at the end of the day, though, I can respect your choice. I'm just letting you know you're losing.
By him saying, I let you lose, and listen, I remember I did this to a girl one time, way back in the day when I was younger. I did the same thing. I said, oh, but girl, if you don't choose me, you're losing. She's not losing. That's the whole point. That's the reason why she's leaving you alone, because you're still begging now. By you saying you're losing, it is you begging. You're basically trying to up your value by telling the person you're more valuable than you actually are. If you're that valuable, you wouldn't say it. If you were that valuable, you wouldn't have to mention it. And that's actually what the psychology is. That's what makes it very difficult. It's like if you have to mention what your value is, it will always make people feel like you're not as valuable as you said you are. So I'm not saying that he's bad or anything like that. I'm just saying to him, like, if you're gonna have a value, you don't want to tell the person you're losing if you don't choose me. Rather, you should be able to move on. The quicker you move on, the more you move on, the more the person has to think about themselves, like, oh, maybe I'm not the one that he really wants. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, maybe I'm not the one that he actually desired like that. Why is he not even stressing? Now, of course, in this situation, there is no investment because we're not friends like that. We're not lovers. We're not been together. So it's understandable. But yeah, it's just something I kind of clocked. I was like, bro, you gotta let this one go, bro.
I appreciate that.
No problem.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that's all the balloons popped. But thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you.
on. Let's give it up for her, guys.
Thank you,
Take the mic.
guys.
Thank you.
And to be fair, the men were quite respectful. I'm not gonna lie to you. So we'll play the rest of the clip. But I want to talk about something else on the show that happened, because can I be honest with you? This debate is interesting because we're having a debate now about colorism. Colorism, yes, because this thing came up and I thought, oh, baby, this is going to be interesting to see what they talk about here. Let me just break this little thing down here. Let's have a look at this one.
Nod.
You seem very nice. Okay. You're just not my type at all, but you're nice. I can't knock you on your clothing there. It's different. I like it.
Okay,
But the fact that you keep saying that you don't know if I could be your girlfriend just shows me that you don't really know what you want. So you don't really know if I can be your girlfriend or not because, baby, you don't know me. But that's okay.
Okay, she's first of all passive aggressive. Can't lie to you, she's passive aggressive. All right, because I don't understand what the hell she was going on about. He said he don't think that he can see her as his girlfriend. There was nothing rude about it. It was very respectful. And most of the men and the women actually on this episode were actually very respectful. The men and the women were very cordial and very respectful. Sis didn't have to bring the passive aggressive. I didn't get it. It didn't make sense because the show hadn't gone that way. You know what I mean? And the man then were all looking like, what's going on? Like, you know me, I like to bring the... He's like, okay. Dude in the back is like,
Okay,
Thank you for
got it.
popping.
Okay, respect.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, we've got one unpopped balloon. Yep, stand right here next to me. Your name and age.
My name is.
okay, now pause it right here because this is where it gets off. This is where it goes off key. This is where it goes off key because at this point in conjuncture, it's a beef. This is probably the only beef on the show. This conjuncture, it is a beef. And the reason why it's a beef is because of what's about to be said next. But in reality, the man was also in the wrong here. Like, both of them were wrong. The girl was wrong first because first and foremost, she was kind of like judging them based on, not even judging them, I will say this. Her preference is that she doesn't like light-skinned people like that. She wants the dark-skinned men, which, again, I understand. I feel the pain of the men because, again, you know, you can't say this and say that you just like dark-skinned women, or sorry, you can't say you like light-skinned women without being crucified. You can be light-skinned and say you don't like, and you want a light-skinned girl, and people will crucify you. Like I've seen it, so I know that there's no, you know, sometimes there's an unfairness in this aspect, right? But how it goes down, yeah, there's a problem.
It's Reggie, and I'm 44.
All right. And Reggie, you're still holding on to your balloon. Why so?
Well, I was just being nice, but here's.
Let's stop here. Not him saying he's just being nice. A guy in the background here, he said, "Oh." The black guy here said, "Oh." He said, "I'm not trying to be involved in this."
The thing Here's the thing. You made a comment earlier.
Yes, sir.
You said you don't do light skin.
Absolutely.
Right. So
Oh, brother in the back said, don't do it, don't do it. Leave her alone. She's from Indianapolis. Indianapolis, leave her alone.
I'm light skinned.
Yes, you are.
I got a daughter. She's light skinned. And
The guy in the back went, oh. He said he's going there. Oh, brother said, oh, he going there. Oh, he said it's going there. Yay.
on behalf of light skinned brothers everywhere, I'm apologizing.
That works for me, sir.
So
And
The guy in the back is cackling. Arlette's like, you go ahead and pop that balloon.
daughter wasn't part of it.
Arlette's like, that's right. Arlette was agreeing. Arlette was like, yeah, that's right. You pop that balloon because she did say she only light skinned people. She don't date light skinned people. That's right. Arlette was like, Arlette back to show what it is.
Conversation. I said dark.
A fellow light skinned brother said, yeah, that's right. You gang leader it up. Let's get it rung up. I hear it.
we're a package deal. If you don't like light skin,
My daughter's light skinned too.
That's colorism
But-
to me. If you don't like my light skinned
Oh.
self, how you gonna approve of my light skinned child? You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry if
Now, the fact that she says her daughter's light skinned, you know what? That response is a little bit color. You know, when I say colorist in the sense of, you know, when someone says they're racist and they say, I got a black friend. Yeah, it was given kind of that. I'm not saying she's necessarily colorist. I think that, I want to say this. I think this has been one of those conversations which has been unfairly done sometimes, right? So, for instance, there are real instances and a lot of instances where men will say what their preference is. I like a light-skinned girl. And there are a lot of those men sometimes who are rooted their liking or preference of a light-skinned girl with, at the same time, degrading a black woman. Then there's a lot of men too who say, I want a light-skinned woman, and I don't want to have to explain it. But then people will then break it down like, oh, he must be a colorist. He don't like dark-skinned women. But on this show, two women, and I've seen it on more than 1 or 2 shows, it happens quite a bit where women say their preference is a dark-skinned man. Right? In this case, she actually said she doesn't she doesn't date the lighties, right? Which is cool. Again, I've always said this. That is actually cool. You to be able to say that what you like and what you don't like, but we often make it, again, sometimes we prejudge people and then say it is colorism. Sometimes people just don't like that. Now, is she colorist? I don't think she is. I just think that she prefers a dark-skinned man and cool. You know what I mean? And cool. You get me?
if you feel like I was being racist towards the light-skinned brothers, but let me make sure I turn this way and say, sir, I apologize if I said that the reason why I didn't like you was because you was light-skinned. I would never discriminate just because you're light-skinned. You're just not my type. That don't.
Yeah, the energy's off, blood. The energy is gone, blood. You get me? And I get it. Listen, nobody wants to be called racist on the show. Nobody wants, and really, it's not racist, it's colorist. But nobody wants to be called that, right? In that particular instance. And sometimes people can have those biases, but I don't think that's necessarily the issue. She just, yeah, thank you. She's just condescending and rude. That's really what it is. It's not necessarily that she is a colorist, but she obviously prefers dark-skinned men. Cool. And obviously this gentleman here, he's been popped on twice for being light. So I can understand why it feels like colorism, but I don't think it is. Just as that woman prefer dark-skinned man. You know what I mean? And so for the men who never understood it, this is a good example of how it feels when people say why they like a particular woman, it's because of a color. And for the men who did understand it, or do understand it, I also understand how painful it is when it's happening. You know what I mean? So, so that could be it. That's a good point. Yeah, she might be mistreating her daughter because she's light-skinned. That's true. She may be. You know what I mean? That's very true.
Don't make me a racist.
I don't even take offense to it.
You did.
No.
Your feelings was hurt.
No. You took it as me taking offense to it. I'm just telling you straight out.
You brought your daughter in the mix, but we're not gonna argue about that.
Nah, you didn't get in your feelings because you started talking about it's the way you said it. You know, it's kind of the way you said it. You said you basically wanted to pop the balloon basically just so that she would know the reason why you're popping the balloon is because she doesn't like light-skinned people. So it did look like you were bothered by it. And it's okay to be bothered. You must just say it. Because you just told us that, you're only popping because she said about light skin. So it's okay. Just say that you were bothered. And don't have to worry about it. Like, hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was bothered by it. I can't lie to you. I was slightly triggered by it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And you move past it. They can't hold you. But if you say I wasn't bothered, I mean, run back the tape. You was bothered, bro. And it's not a problem if you were.
Tonight.
So
Well,
clearly he's not your type. Is what
no,
you're
he
saying?
talked too much. He got a lot going on. You argumentative, so I'm gonna just step away from that.
All right, thank you.
But it was a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah. You say
Absolutely.
you're from Indiana.
Yes,
I
sir.
like your accent,
Thank
and
you.
I have family in Indiana, and
Yeah, she passive aggressive, but yeah, old boy pretend as if you don't know what he said. Okay, so both of them are a problem here. You know, she passive aggressive, and he kind of passive aggressive because actually, to be honest, he waited till she got there to be able to pop in a particular way. So yeah, there's a bit of passive aggressive on both sides. He may not recognize it, but he's also passive aggressive. You know?
Gary, Indiana,
Wonderful.
Maryville, Indiana, Miller, Indiana. So, hey, I think that's cool. And, I'm a light-skinned brother, but I love light-skinned women and I love dark-skinned women too. But if a woman says clearly that she don't do light-skinned brothers, that pretty much excludes me. So I don't take offense to it. It is what it is.
I appreciate the feedback. Thank you, sweetie pig. Absolutely. Please, all light skin lives matter. Child, I don't know.
All right, guys. Well, that's all the balloons
Thank you.
popped, but thank you so much for coming on. Let's give it up for her, guys.
Thank you.
I'll
Y'all have
take the
yourself a
mic.
good night.
Thank you.
Okay, so I think the problem with the situation is, right. There was a previous woman that came on as well before her and said she doesn't like light skin, and I don't mean like that way. She kind of just said like her preference really isn't light skinned men; it's more for dark skinned men. And I think that plus this one kind of just sent the men over the edge. You know, I think that one sent the men over the edge because it's like we've had one and now we're having two, and I think that was the problem with it. It's like we are being hit twice now, and so I'm not being disliked because you're not my type on it. Well, technically you are, but you're being disliked because of the color, and I get it. They were frustrated. Again, I don't think necessarily it was colorism because I don't know her background, and the comments that she made was simply I don't know if I like light skin. I prefer dark skinned men. You know, light skinned men are not my type. I'm never gonna get mad at it if you say that. Do you know what I'm saying to you? But I do feel that there's obviously a general conversation that usually happens, which is people feel like if a man was to say it and say they don't like a dark skinned woman, or they not even saying they don't. Let's say they prefer a light skinned woman. There will be all hell that will break loose, and I understand that. You know what I'm saying too? Some of y'all need some hell that break loose because some of y'all be saying some crazy comments when you say you like a light skinned woman. But there's some other people that say like, no, my preference is usually light skin, nothing else to it. Move on. But you won't be able to move on sometimes. So I get it. But yeah, he definitely was triggered in that moment, and it's okay to be triggered. Like it was a crazy situation. You know what I mean? Now I want to just play this one as well with this girl here because this girl here, she don't know what she want. Let me be honest with you, she don't know what she wants. She pretty though. I mean, from the side profile, I never really saw her from the front. It just looked a bit, never really caught her. But she mad pretty. Can't lie to you. She's giving sexy Gretchen from Recess.
Yeah.
Like if you're not smart, like intelligence, being like empathetic is huge. Having drive, like understanding your purpose, your passion, things like that.
Okay. And now what are some deal breakers?
I mean, I don't have like a list. Like I don't have a list of things I'm specifically gonna check off. Just feel like either there's the connection or there's not.
Okay.
You know?
Nice.
Yeah.
You're just open.
I'm very open.
Life,
Okay, let me fast
gym
forward it.
partner, someone who can go to the gym with me and get it in, and someone who's conscious and self-aware. I just want you to be conscious because I need you to be able to teach the kids.
I didn't ask them another question.
Okay.
Now listen to this question because it's quite interesting. Okay. Now clearly what's happening is that when women get on the show, nothing wrong with them. Well, sometimes what happens, they haven't really thought of their answers of how they're going to change the reason why. Men and women do this, by the way. They're not sure. They've not rehearsed what they can say differently. So they get caught out when they ask question. Oh, well, can I just say, obviously, can I just say, obviously, first and foremost, this is how I feel and this is what I want. But then after you said that once, oh, they're not attractive to me, you can't say that again. You have to say something else. So sometimes it's a bit difficult because you're kind of caught on the spot. So I do get it when people have to think of another answer. But sometimes it also exposes people that are not that great at being able to think on the spot and come up with different reasons why they don't like the person apart from the unattractive. And then they do something. I don't want to call it gaslighting because I think gaslighting has to be really extensive. But they then do like this whole thing where they kind of shift the blame to you. She did the exact same thing this time as well. Listen to this.
I guess, what is an ideal date?
Okay.
Yeah.
An ideal date. Let's start here. What is an ideal date?
Man, it's the normal, bro. Ideal date. At home we have R&B nights. So it's like with a spot, they don't play nothing but R&B. It's damn near like everybody in there karaokeing, everybody up dancing, chilling. They got the normal setup like sections and things all the way around the club and stuff. But on this night, it's more like 90s party, house party. Like everybody is up, vibing, dancing, talking, getting it in. So we go there. Before we go there, of course, we gonna do a little walk in the park. Let's take a walk in the park. Let's chop it. Let's get to know each other. Let's hit happy hour, get us a drink, and then let's go turn up that night at the spot.
Okay.
What about over here? Name and age and answer your question.
Jonathan, 41. Ideal date for me. First, probably if I had a conversation with you, find out what you like. But if it's the first date, I probably would want to take you somewhere we can get to know each other, have a conversation, somewhere quiet, maybe coffee or something, if you like coffee, or just a small lounge or something that we can talk where it's not a lot of music, loud stuff.
All right. And over here.
J Bill, 43. Okay, so I would say first off, maybe like a winery. If you like wine, I'm not sure if you do, but maybe a winery first to start off, kind of a little bit more.
At first, I thought this was Easton. I said, Easton, what are you doing on the Pop the Balloon? I thought Easton was on Pop the Balloon. I said, Easton, you better get up there, boy.
Intimate to get to know you a little bit better. Then after that, go off to maybe do something fun. So it could be go-karts, could be basketball, could be games, could be video games, could be whatever, right? Something fun. And after that, just have a nice kind of vibe, chill time, maybe at a lounge or something like that, and just really kind of continue from there. And then maybe if you like desserts, maybe like a dessert place. They have a nice place in Dallas for dessert and liquor, but it's pretty cool. Ice cream.
Okay, so what was the question? The question was, what's an ideal date, basically, right? And basically, an ideal date. What is your ideal date? And so the question was geared towards your ideal date. But because it was an ideal date, and depending on how you take it, right, this is what's going to happen.
Cool.
All right. Time to pop,
Pop a
girl.
balloon.
Okay.
Go ahead and pop one balloon.
One balloon.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So Sincere, why'd you have your balloon unpopped?
Beautiful young lady. Sound like she knows what she want a little bit. So easy money.
And why'd you end up popping his? Don't say this connection thing, girl. We tired.
No, I know.
Next.
No. I don't think it included me. Like, I feel like it was just like, it seems like your preference. of
What
you
didn't
wanted.
include you?
Like your ideal date.
That's what you
My
asked me.
preference.
My ideal date, not your ideal date.
This is true.
I'm saying, you
No,
asked me
that's
my
fair.
ideal date.
That is fair. That is very fair.
You kind of confused, huh? It's okay.
No, definitely not confused. I think I just appreciate someone that considers their partner and that.
I
'Cause
did.
it's
Beautiful.
like
A walk in
two.
the park to get to know you.
Yeah.
Before we get to the loud music,
Okay.
you got to pitch it a little different than that.
Okay.
Got you though. You good?
Okay.
You good?
Yeah, she messed up. Because if you ask a question what your ideal date is and they answer the question, then, you know, like if you, and that's when I realized, okay, oh girl, and she was fumbling through the whole thing, to be honest. She didn't know what question she was going to ask. She didn't know, she didn't know what she was going to say. Like she was always stumbling over her words the whole way through. Now, the reality of the situation is probably, the reality of the situation is he's probably a bit more introverted anyway. But I mean, you did ask him the question. He answered the question. And you weren't listening to your own question. So now we're in a situation where you're now pulling me out. And where is your accountability? You know, and I always say this, as a man, be very aware, no offense to any ladies out there, but be aware of any man. Well, if you're a man, be aware of any woman, because obviously the women who are doing it today. But if you're, and I've dealt with this before, when a woman makes that kind of mistake and she doesn't apologize, do not try to force her to apologize. Leave her to her business. Leave her to her business and vacate the premises. Here's why. Because that person more than likely will be an unaccountable individual. If they make a mistake and they see that they made a mistake and still don't apologize after, and they're just sitting there like, you know what, it's cool. It's not cool because you try to call me out about what I did wrong, but that's not what I did wrong. So you should just be like, oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I got that wrong. We just gonna laugh it off and go away because it makes someone look crazy. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, and if the cameras weren't here, right? Imagine it's a conversation with somebody and the cameras are not there. And you say to them, but you told me, and the reason I'm saying this is because I've actually experienced this recently. So I know exactly what I'm talking about when I say this. It happened to me exactly. And then the person had a pattern of consistently keeping on doing that. And I blame myself because when I saw it the first time, I knew this was going to happen. I don't know why you think if someone can't be accountable when you first meet them, they're not going to be accountable down the road. You have to be accountable for that. You cannot ignore when someone does that. Do you know what I'm saying to you? And then be like, oh, I don't know. No. If they showed you that at the very beginning, more than likely they're going to be that same way as a pattern because they can't even do it the first time they met you. So, you know what I mean?
Oh, good. Okay.
All right. We have two guys left. Go ahead and ask them another question.
Oh my gosh. I guess what is your big dream, like personal dream, ambition that fuels you?
Okay.
It's given it's given that she doesn't know anything about it, you know. Yeah, I can't lie to you. Yeah, for me. So we just moved on. So now I'm not saying listen, she would have still popped his balloon, but it's just about being able to be accountable for your mistakes. You made a mistake, you got it wrong, and then you pop my balloon. That's cool. Because either way, it's about whether you want me or not. So that's cool. But it's just about the behavior, about being accountable for when you make that kind of mistake. Just saying, hey, listen, as a consideration, it's a consideration. I'm really sorry, my bad. You know what? I misheard. You know what I mean? I'm gonna still put the balloon, but it's a consideration. Because you try to put it on me like I made a mistake. I didn't make the mistake. So if you're a guy out there, you're dating, don't let this one go. Because trust me, it will happen again and again and again. And you will be frustrated. As I love what April said, you'll be frustrated, you'll be annoyed, and you'll be cussing someone out later on. There's no point. Just be accountable yourself by saying, you know what, this ain't for me. I gotta leave her to it, and I gotta go about my business. You know what I'm saying to you? Trust me, it ain't gonna change.
Okay. What is your big dream?
Jonathan, 41, big dream is to be married, have a family, of course, own a chain of barbershops in different cities, travel the world with my spouse or partner, of course. That's my dream.
Cool. And what about over here?
Did I say my name again?
You don't have to.
Okay. All right. Big dream for me. Right now, I own one of the top tutoring companies in the country, so I want to expand it out even further than where we're already at. So instead of going from 50 people across the country, I want to have hundreds of people across the country, expand to different markets. I want to transition my company to an ed tech firm as well. So just get bigger there. My daughter, I want her to make sure that she gets the best education possible. She's pretty smart, so I'm a little tough on her, but want her to be the best that she can be. And then at the end of the day, just really have a good thing to bring back to the family as far as not only investment, but to leave a generational wealth situation for them. So I can go travel when I want to, do what I want to do on nobody else's terms but mine and the person I'm with.
All right, cool.
Freedom of time, whatever that looks like. Yeah.
So
of either being married and being in that marriage situation, and a difference between marriage, partnerships, and partnership is technically a higher level than marriage.
Okay, I'm gonna fast with it.
Having like aligned goals and
because she's about to make a
Time to pop
choice.
a balloon.
She's about to make a choice, and the way she said this, yeah. If I was old dude, I would have probably popped my balloon. I can't lie to you. Yeah, I want to be chosen, not as a second choice, but as I want to be chosen because you actually think maybe there's a chance this can work. Let's have this.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready, go ahead and pop.
There we go.
All right. So you held onto your balloon for quite some time. Why so?
Jonathan, 41, similar interests, salon owner and stuff like this. So just similar interests. That's it.
Okay. And why'd you end up popping his?
I mean, I had to pop one. This is terrible.
Yes, but why?
Why?
You don't know.
I don't know. I think it's because I have.
It's not light skin, is it?
Thank God. Don't bring this back, please.
We can shine together.
I do believe in contrast. I do, but oh my God. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. You're beautiful.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. So we got one guy left here. Is he someone that's your type?
I would say I don't have a type.
Okay.
I think like this is very.
She's lying, bro. Yeah. You should look like that, bro. Pain. You should look like that. You should look like that. It's pain. Okay. You should look like that because it's pain. Yes, it's pain. Right now, it is pain. She asked you, are you the type? And yeah, it's pain. Brother, tears running down your face. Girl, I got the answer. Let me take it away. Boy, you got them tears running down your face. That last note was off, but don't worry about that. Okay? Tears, don't worry about the last note, okay? All right? Don't worry about the last note, okay? Okay. Brother said, he said, oh.
Very, just being honest, like it's hard to be surface level, like in this very short period of time, right? Like
what you've been hearing so far and everything that you've heard from him.
Yeah,
He's someone
I
that you
think
want to get to know more.
alignments for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
So let me have you scoot that way for me. Come
Okay.
on over there. Come on up here with us. So do you guys have one final question for one another? If not, it's okay as well.
All right. Just one. I can't
Just one,
combine.
just one.
Okay. What location do you live in?
I'm
live?
like Midtown Phoenix.
So you're here in Arizona?
Yeah, in Arizona.
Okay. I'm in Dallas.
Oh.
So I'm I travel a little bit, but I don't mind traveling. But
Yeah.
I don't live here remotely. I mean, locally. Excuse me.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you good? Any questions?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't-
Okay. All right. Well, then let me ask my final question. Then, is it a yes for you for her?
Yeah.
Okay. And is it a yes for you for him?
Yes.
We got a match. All right. I'll take the mic.
Okay.
And you guys can go on up. Go get your girl. Make some noise for them guys. Aw.
Yeah, he gonna be back here next week on the panel. He gonna be back here next week. I'm telling you, he gonna be back here next week. I'm telling you that now. He gonna be back here next week. I can't lie to you. He gonna be back here next week. Okay. And it's a 1 in 100 chance for him to get this girl to move over. But when that girl asks, "Is it your type?" Not even that, but I had to pop 1 or 2, so she couldn't even say, "You know what, your answer wasn't great." I said, "Nah, brother, sis, you're not even complicated. You're just not actually decisive, and that is more than annoying." Huh? More than annoying. Okay, she is not decisive in the least. Okay, in the least. Okay, let me fast forward to this because. I love this woman. This woman here, I would listen. I can't lie to you. She had me. Okay, it's the energy. She's a beautiful woman, first and foremost, of course, attractive, sexy, wonderful. But it's the energy that she brought to the table that I really liked.
Nice. Yes.
And then a hustler, and I don't mean on the street. I mean, you're gonna make it work. We're gonna get to it by all means necessary.
Yes. Okay.
So somebody that's goal driven, motivated.
Got it. And now, what are some of your deal breakers?
A cigarette smoker. And that's probably the top one. I'm not even. Yeah, I got some petty stuff in my head.
Okay. All right. So we have not got any pop balloons. So let me hand you a pick.
Oh.
Yes, ma'am. Hold on to that. Okay. And I'm gonna have you pop 2 balloons.
Okay.
Yes. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and pop those 2.
Okay. Y'all dress nice. Y'all look good. Okay.
Okay. And 1 more.
Let me get a good look.
Okay, let's start with the first one you popped. Okay, let's have your name and age.
My name is Nick. I'm 40.
Okay, and Nick, why'd you have your balloon unpopped?
Pretty much I was gonna pop, but at the same time I was like, okay, let me just wait and see what happens.
Eh?
Okay. Why were you gonna pop?
Negro, you was not gonna pop. I need you to stop being silly. He was not about to pop. Bye, guy. I need him to relax. He said he about to pop. You ain't gonna pop. You wasn't gonna pop.
She's gorgeous. She's so beautiful, but at the same time, like if she's too short, I was like, if she like my partner, something, I wish I have like a giraffe or something.
Oh, okay.
So.
Okay. Well, also as well, I'm not trying to take the piss, but the English as well. Okay, that's definitely gonna have you out now. Unless you're Nigerian and spending the monies, they ain't gonna bypass that accent. Just gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. We keeping it real here for both the men and the women. Because you got an accent like the way you have, and the words are not coming out fluently. Okay. All right. Yeah, unless you got the Nigerian money, brother, they are going to leave you alone. Okay, all right. They're gonna laugh and walk away. Just gonna be honest with you, because I will laugh and walk away. So
no worries.
You're beautiful.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right. So why'd you end up popping his balloon?
So if I was at the bar, or let me take that back. If I was in Walmart and he walked down the aisle, I wouldn't double take. And it's not the first one you dress nice. I'm just not attracted.
Okay. Perfect. Thank
you know what? But I love her definition, though. Can I be honest with you? Okay, I love his definition. His definition, let's be honest, her definition was quite, not definition, but her answer was good. Okay, she said, listen, hey, if I was walking down Walmart, I wouldn't double take. I think that's just fair. You know what I'm saying? I think that's fair. She changed the part. The bad part was that she said she went from the bar to Walmart. That's what killed it the most. But respectfully, she gets
one more. Let's have your name and age.
My name is Reggie, and I'm 44.
And Reggie, why'd you have your balloon unpopped?
I think she's attractive, and
thank you.
She's got a great voice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
She's got a lot of good qualities. So I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. And
brother, we didn't even hear no qualities. What qualities did you hear? You ain't seen no qualities apart from bum, cheeks, and face. Because she didn't mention nothing about qualities. She talked about things that she liked to do. So what qualities did you notice? The only quality that you saw was her physicality, brother. Okay? She told you what she don't like in men and what she does. What qualities did you see? Because I ain't seen none of the qualities. I ain't hearing none of the qualities. So this is what we're saying about when your eyes are getting all, exasperated by the beauty, because we didn't hear no qualities, bro. You know what I'm saying to you? But anyway.
Did you end up popping his?
Nice looking. Just not what I would go for on the regular. I'm not gonna put you in the Walmart. We already went there. So I was at the mall, you know.
Okay. So,
All right, thank you. Okay.
And I can't lie to you, why I think she is a very popular woman. First and foremost, she's a beautiful woman. Okay. She's dressed quite well as well. And, you know, she just got an open vibe. Like, I think as men, and I always say this, men are always happy to be like, you know what? It doesn't, you know what? You rejected me, but I respect it. You know what I mean? Because you're a beautiful person. You weren't rude. You're being funny. You know what I'm saying? You're being light. And I think everyone can take that. Like, even if, you know, if you're ever rejected, when people make it feel like it's not a downcast kind of thing, people can always appreciate that because she's laughing, joking with you. She gave everybody a compliment. Said, "Hey, everybody's dressed nice here." Right, and then went into it. You if you preface it, it always sets up for a nice little conversation. No, everybody's dressed nice here, so okay, you don't feel left out now. And now it's like, okay, well, hold on, you know, if I walk in Walmart, you know, I might not double take. It's like, okay, cool. I ain't gonna be mad at it. Like, do you know what I'm saying? She like, I respect it because you're saying it in a funny way. She's obviously a funny person too, so it's not dry humor because dry humor will always come off wrong. Like, you know, it come off sarcastic and saying it. We ain't going trying to understand it. We ain't trying to get to it. You know.
Okay, let's head on back.
But she is built, guys.
We've got 4 guys left. Go ahead and ask them a question.
Okay, so I decided to wear this outfit today because I wanted to be like an all-purpose, right? So based on what you have.
Now, sis, let's stop that because you weren't coming here to be all-purpose. Nothing all-purpose about the costume that you're wearing. You are wearing an item and 2 or 3 items of clothing that is going to get people, you know, their heads turned, sis. Nothing is all-purpose about this particular dress that you have here. It is a head turner, a head gazer, a head breaker, and I'm not mad at it. You know what I'm saying to you? All right, there's nothing all-purpose about it. It's got one purpose. Okay, it's a one-purpose type of attire. But go on, sis. Shoot.
On today, if we were on a date, where are we at, and why did you choose that place?
Okay, let's start there and come back. All right, let's get your name and age first.
First of all, can I just say this? He is dressed impeccably. I saw what he was wearing, and I said, you know what? I respect. Like, I would have never thought to put a pink hat on. Then the jacket. I just could have never thought about it. I'm not well astute when it comes to fashion. I need someone to help me with my fashion. Okay, it's that simple. I ain't gonna lie to you on that. But I love the way he threw it together and the way it works for him. Like, the way it's working for him is like it's on point. And I can't pull it off. You know what I'm saying to you? Me personally, I can't do it. But for him, it's working. Like, you know what I'm saying to you? Like, it comes together. You know, I ain't gonna lie to you, it comes together.
And then the answer to her question.
Okay, so my name is Mel. I'm 46.
Oh, you look good for 46.
I appreciate it. You know, that's all God.
That's the first one that got everybody caught up. Look at old boy here said, "Oh damn, oh shucks." He said, "Oh shucks." He done dropped the 46-year-old stuff. I'm right next to the finest brother in the room. Pause. And he older than me. Damn. But anyway, she said 46. Look at her face. Look at her. You 46? Damn. You 46? Damn. You really that far? You 46? I'm gonna see her. She like, let me see her passport. Let me see her passport. Even I don't believe it.
Okay. Sorry, your question? I forgot the question.
Oh, you want the question?
Nah, you know you ain't forget the question. Brother, you know you ain't forget the question. You know that you ain't forget the question, good sir. Okay? All right? You know you ain't forget. He knew. He threw that back in there just to make sure. Let me, you know. Look at old boy here. Oh, shucks. He done dropped that game. What was the question again? You know you have to drop that like, oh wait, hold on a minute. Oh, you feeling me like that? Oh wait, you dropped that question again? Oh, okay, cool. He don't sound 46. Honestly, he don't look 46. He don't sound 46. You know what I'm saying to you? He may be lying. We don't know.
So, based on what you have on today, if we were on a date, where are we at, and why did you choose that place?
So this is my all-purpose outfit. I'm a designer, so these are one of my pieces.
Love it.
I'm assuming it's around Valentine's Day, so I chose these colors. Valentine's, I love comedy. We're gonna do that. I know a couple comedians. So I like that. Maybe some nice dinner afterwards, you know, drink, just have fun, just vibe, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm on.
A girl, let her eat.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, let's start with your name and age.
My name is Sincere. I'm 45.
Okay. And Sincere, if you want to go ahead and answer her question.
So
now I don't know what this brother here is looking at, but I don't know if he's praying to Jesus, but I don't know what's going on. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what he looking at, but the angels are not descending. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest with you. The angels are not descending. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. All right, Sincere. Let me get back to Sincere because he's doing some serious.
So for me personally, like I said, it's an everyday unit. It's not too out of the ordinary what I'm aware of normally anyway. But on the nights we'll have an elevated experience.
Damn! Hold on now. Oh boy, got some kicks on. Hold on now.
So for me personally, like I said, it's an everyday unit. It's not too out of the ordinary what I'm aware of normally anyway. But on the nights we'll have an elevated.
I said, can we talk to the shoes for a minute? What are those you're wearing? I said, can we talk for a minute? What are those shoes you're wearing? I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I want to know what the particular style is. You know what I mean? I kind of cold. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's kind of cold. You know, I'm a person that likes a bit of brightness. I like to live my life the way I like to live my life. I don't like no one tell me what to do. Okay, all right. So I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying too. But they're kind of cold. I can't cut. They're kind of cold. They're Nikes. Did someone say Nikes and Sears? Oh, they're like Blazers. Sorry. Sorry. Someone said I thought someone said Nikes and Sears, but yes, Night Blazers. Yeah, the shape of it looks like Night Blazers. Yeah, it could be Night Blazers. Yeah, that could be. They're cold though. Cold. I can't lie to you. They're cold. I like them. You know what I'm saying to you? I can't. They're cold. So it's probably custom made or something like that as well. Yeah, it's cold. I can't lie.
Elevated experience. We're gonna have some live music. After we have some live music, we're gonna go somewhere like, I know y'all might not be from Houston, but Bungalow. It's just an elevated eating experience. Nice fine dining. You're gonna go in and sit down.
Not him saying an elevated experience, my brother. Sincere. Okay, I hear you. Do your thing, brother. An elevated experience. I'm not going to use that from now on. Let me give you an elevated experience. What? Man said, not forget the fine dining. Let me give you an elevated experience, just in case you don't know. Brother, what is it in the sky? No, what is it in the sky? Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Huh? Yes, I'm hopeful. Yes, I am. Like, what's going up in there? What is going up in there? Brother is... anyway, let's focus.
Rooftop, beautiful rooftop, candlelit, and do our thing and get to know each other.
Okay. All right. Name and age and answer to her question.
Jonathan 41. You said with your outfit, right? Where we would take you on a date?
With your outfit.
Mine?
I thought mine was all purpose, but you know.
I think I'm all.
The only thing all purpose about it, baby, is that it's seasoned. Okay, that's the only thing about it, baby. The only thing all purpose about it is that it's seasoned. What's on you right now? I'm gonna say that's it. That's it. Anything else but that? It's got one purpose and one purpose only. We know what purpose that is.
Purpose anything? Well, I would take you the way you looking. I think we'll go to somewhere to dance first.
Okay.
I like your style though. I can't lie to you. The style's cold.
Yeah,
Your
maybe
style
somewhere
is cold.
nice, Fleming's or somewhere to get a steak or something like that, shrimp, lobster or something. Yeah.
All right.
She said, not her breaking down. She like food. She a foodie. You can tell straight away. She said, hold on now. The brother is a big teddy bear. You know what? He the kind of guy that the girls like. You know the ones there where the big guys that the girls say, when the girls say they like a big guy, this is what they mean. You know, well bearded out. He got the salt and pepper going on. He got the salt at the you got the the pepper at the top, the salt at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? You got that salt and pepper kind of effect going on right away. The shirt is a decent shirt. I hear it. You know what I'm saying to you? This is the teddy bear that they like. I've told you about this. This is when they say teddy bear, this is what they like. You know, he got a bit of meat on him. You know what I'm saying to you? Like he's kind of thickly, but he ain't too muscly. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Like, you know, he's well groomed. You know, yeah, I can see it. You know, I can see why the ladies might like that kind of style. You know. Hairline good.
I think we'll go to somewhere to dance first.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe somewhere nice, Fleming's or somewhere to get a steak, something like that, shrimp, lobster or something.
He done spoke her language. She said, her whole body took a whole hit. She said, Now that's what I'm talking about. She said she like food. That is a way to the woman's heart. She said, okay. She said, listen, all right, listen, okay. She like food. Brother spoke her language. She heard the little lobster, heard the little steak. Her whole life just lit up. She like, that's a man after my heart. That's a man that loves me.
Yeah.
Look at her shoulder shimmy. She said, Her whole body done shake with excitement when she heard food. That's the way. I like it. Like, you know what I'm saying, Chu?
All right.
She had
And
some
over
good
here, your name
food.
and age and answer to her question.
My name is
So let's put
JVille,
it-
43. I say the way that you dress. I'm not sure what area you're coming from, but maybe the Omni PGA over in Dallas. It's obviously on the golf course.
Okay.
The outfit you have kind of looks like a little bit of a brunchy style, slight professional style. We talked about radio, so we could talk about ideas that you have, on the radio station in the set, any business ideas, and we could also move it casually. So nice vibe, chill music, golf course view, serene. Real nice.
I like that.
I really like this guy. He seems so cool. He does remind me of Easton so much, but he seems like a very sound, surreal kind of guy. He's well dressed, well groomed. He seems like a really decent kind of guy. Okay, all right. So I hear it. I like that. Y'all said, sir, golf. He said, read the room. It's killing me. Oh, bro. Hey, she's dressed for Top Golf. That's what he's saying. I told you. She said all purpose. Well, since it's all purpose, you're going to take yourself to a golf course. Don't be trying to backtrack now. You got an all purpose costume. Let us go to the golf then. Because it's all purpose. Okay.
All right.
Nice bougie crowd. Love it.
Elevated experiences.
Elevated.
All right.
I'm telling you, elevated experience is now going to be my word for everything now. Come on, listen, babe, let me talk to you, yeah? Come here. Listen, I'm trying to take you to an elevated experience. You know what I'm saying to you? I'm trying to elevate, your horizons out here. You know what I'm saying? To make you see things from a different vantage point. You get me? Yeah. That's what I can do. I can elevate your life. You feel what I'm saying to you? Yeah. I pretty,
So I am going to have you pop one balloon.
Okay. One.
Yes, one.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, J. Bill, why'd you have your balloon unpopped?
She popped it because she's not going golf. That's why she popped it. She ain't going golf, brother. You see? And I felt sorry for him because she really did the shimmy. She really did the food shimmy, the table shimmy, the lobster shimmy, the steak shimmy. She really did it. So when you get to you, yeah, it weren't going to run. Like, if you had said your answer before him, you might have got away with it and someone else would have got popped. But after you said the golfing thing, after she did a shimmy, there weren't no hope for you. Like, let's be honest. Old girl actually shimmy. Like, her whole... You know what I'm saying to you? You shimmy like that, brother. There is no one here after that. Okay? All right? So, hey.
She's very nice looking.
Thank you.
Looks like she's fun and has her stuff together. So I just wanted to hear her out for sure. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. And so why'd you end up popping his balloon?
You are dressed very well. Love it.
Okay.
It's just maybe it's a lisp.
Okay.
Nice looking.
Yeah.
That's all.
Retaining.
She said, let me send you to the gulag because of your lisp. Because you're talking and I'm not really hearing. That's what she said. Yeah, she said, Pulavulu elevuluha. That's what I'm hearing. Okay? All I'm hearing is Pulavulu levelia, and I'm not really understanding what you're saying. Okay? She didn't even hear the word golf. She just heard health. She didn't even hear that word. She just heard foof. That's all she was hearing. You know what I'm saying to you? I mean, it can change, but she said, I'm not here for the lisp. And you know what? Can I be honest? At least she's honest. Because everyone going to try to lie it off like, oh, it's because of something else. She's honest. She said, listen, it's a lisp. I can't do the lisp, and I'm not going to do the lisp. And that's it. And I'm not mad at it. At least she was honest. Because that's me. That's how I sound with a lisp when I put my what do you call it in? My Invisalign in. My Invisalign's not in right now. But if I have my Invisalign in, there's a little bit of a lisp that comes along, or like a slur with it. You know what I'm saying to you? And so she gets away with it, one, because she's beautiful, but two, because she's not, you can see there's a genuineness in authenticity in the way she delivers her critique. So like when some people are beautiful and they'll deliver it and it just sounds so rude and curt. But when she's delivering it, you don't really hear, you don't hear rudeness. So like even this thing, what she said, oh no, you got a little bit of a lisp. It's like, okay, it wasn't like, you got a little bit of a lisp. Like it didn't sound like judgment. She's like, you're a little bit of a lisp in there. You know what I mean? And it is a bit of privilege. It is a bit of pretty privilege. But there's some people when even we've seen on the show when they're pretty, even when they say something, people still don't like them. And it's because it's the way it's the way you deliver it. Are you willing? Yes, with a smile. Are you willing to deliver it in a way that's gonna be, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna deliver it in a particular way that's gonna make people like, hey, I hear it.
Yeah, retainer. Okay.
Is it like Invisalign?
It's the retainer.
Retainer. Yeah.
Take them out.
Normal. Sorry.
I talk like that with mine in too. But what are you talking about?
My fault. You know,
No.
keep it straight. It's okay.
No.
So hold on, you talk with a lisp too, and you talking about I got one into sis. Be honest, it weren't the lisp, was it really? He's given like he's on this, and it's not me being rude. Me watching it, I said he might be on a spectrum. I'm not even trying to be rude. Or I just want to be honest. The way he answers questions, I thought he might be on the spectrum. I thought he might be a little bit autistic. Just want to be real with you. It's the way he answers questions is very patterned, and the way that he delivers his answers. I said, is he on the spectrum? I don't know. He might be. Maybe he's never been tested. But I'm just being honest with you. And I'm saying that because she might not be able to say that outrightly. Like there's truth and there's truth. You know what I'm saying? She like no one's gonna come out and be like, oh, you're on the spectrum, or I think you're on the spectrum. That's why I'm not really talking to you. Like nobody wants to come out and say that. Like there's just a bit too much honesty. But you may find that people have to find a way around it. You know what I'm saying too? But you know what I'm saying too? You feel what I'm saying too? Like it's I was looking at it and I was like, I think he might be on a spectrum the way that he's talking. So as a woman, I can understand that she may not be able to say it, but you know, she had to find something else to kind of be like, oh, that's it. Because you got a lisp too. You know what I'm saying to you? So what would be the issue? You got a lisp, and you got a lisp because of your Invisalign. You know what I'm saying to you? You know, his Invisalign must be amazing because it really was invisible. He didn't see it for nothing. Someone said the ableism of it all. it really is, but it is what it is.
You look good, though. You look good.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay, we've got 3 guys.
And it's like that she's always smiling after as well. Look at old boy. Old boy said, I smell some in here. I smell some in here. He said, girl, you know you lying. I'm smelling some bull crap in here. He said, I smell some bull crap in here. Girl, you know you're lying.
Guys left. Go ahead and ask them another question.
Okay. So where are you from? Are you open to long distance relationships? And if so, how does that look for you day to day with communicating with your partner?
Okay. Start here.
Jonathan from California. I'm open to anything, long distance, whatever.
Yeah, you know what? Can't lie to you, Jonathan. The fact that you're open to anything is a problem. But can I just squeeze into my brother? Yes, I'm hopeful. Yes, I am hopeful for today. Let this music and use it. Let it take you away. Yes, our brother here, after Pop the Balloon, decided that he would be an entrepreneur. And he went on to become the world's largest conglomerate in trade and finance. In fact, let me do the slow one. Yes, I'm hopeful. Yes, I am hopeful for today. Let this music and use it. Let it take you away. Yes, I'm hopeful. And you make a way. All right, let me focus.
Communicate all the time.
Brother, what? I'm open to anything and I communicate all the time. Brother, I'm going to be honest with you, you sound thirsty. And when I say thirsty, what I mean by that is you caping and you capping and you're lying. You know what I'm saying to you? That's what it sounded like. It sounds like you're caping, you're capping, and you're lying. Okay? All right? You're CCL. Okay? All right? Forget the BBL. You're CCL. You know what I'm saying to you? Shout out to Fatty as well with the 10 memberships. We appreciate you, Fatty. It's good to have you around, brother. Good to have you around, brother. We appreciate you very, very much. Thank you very much for that. You know what I'm saying?
Don't beg. It's disgusting.
Don't be begging out here. But listen, yeah, Jonathan, honestly, Jonathan just wants a lady. It's true. He just wants a gal. Because what kind of answer was that, brother? I'm open to it's the way he said it. It's the way he said it. It's not what he said, it's how he said it.
How does that look for you day to day with communicating with your partner?
Okay.
Well, let's go back to him
Start
again.
here.
How you going to say it?
Jonathan from California. I'm open to anything, long distance, whatever.
He said, listen, I'm open to anything, whatever. He said, listen, you could be across the seas, I'm going to be there. He said, listen, look, you can be out of space, I'm going to travel there. You know what? It don't even matter. If you dead, I'm going to travel to the underworld, I'm going to be there. Whatever you are, I'm going to be there. Doesn't matter what it is. I'm just open to it all. You know? And anybody who's open to it all, it can't be open to what you need them to be. You know what I'm saying to you? I need some exclusivity. Because you can't be open to it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be open to it all. That's what I'm saying. I was like, it's a bit too much.
Okay.
Communicate all the time.
Not him adding the extra. Like, look at. Ah! He said, listen, in front of I'm open. I communicate all the time. That's right. You're probably wondering how I got here. Not him looking at the camera and breaking the 4-4. Brother said, oh my days, bro. This is why you're not gonna get the ladies. Sincere said, this is insincere, baby. Okay, he said, listen. Sincere said, this is insincere, brother. What you talking about? Huh? Everybody looking at us crazy.
All right, and over here.
Sincere and honestly, like I just need some realistic like distance. You understand what I'm saying? Like I'm type of person I want to be up under my woman. I want to be able to wine and dine you. Also, I want to feel nurtured. I want to feel that energy from you too. So if we too far away over the phone, video chat, it's gonna be okay. But over time, it's gonna wear down. Now we grown. I'm grown and in a position to move around. I can go wherever I want when I want. That's the benefits of having your own business and being successful in life. So I'm able to make that happen. But on a realistic term, every day when you wake up and go to sleep, you know what I'm saying? If you're really into somebody, you want to be able to pull up on them.
Absolutely.
Where are you?
I'm in Houston.
Houston. Oh, I love Houston.
And what about over here?
Yeah, so long distance is cool. I'm open to it as long as it's not over the water. I'm not going overseas.
Okay.
But you know, anything domestic is good. It's good. It's and communication is easy. We all got devices. Ain't no excuses.
Right.
If you want to communicate, it's easy.
Okay. Where are you located?
California.
Where are you?
I'm in Tennessee.
Tennessee. Oh, country girl. Yes.
Yes, because she's the only 10 that I see.
All right, it is time to pop a balloon.
Gosh.
I know.
Okay.
Someone gotta go.
Okay.
Someone gotta go.
Just one more. You want to pop more?
No, I'm just making sure.
Okay.
I guess I should pop more. I'm sorry. It came out the wrong way.
Okay. All
She said
right.
she
So
don't
why
do
did you
no
have your balloon unpopped?
I like the way she talked, her style, everything about her. You
Thank
know what I'm saying? She's from Tennessee, I'm from Mississippi, so originally. So.
And why'd you end up popping his?
Very nice looking.
Thank you.
So very nice looking. Yellow guys really not my go-to.
I knew it.
Oh yeah, but you fine though.
Thank you.
She said yellow guys are not my type. She said she don't do the yellow guys. I don't do the yellow guys. Listen, I get that, and this is why later on the guy actually gets frustrated. That's why the guy gets frustrated later on. Why he decides to blow up later on, because this came before, and then another girl came after, and said it's pretty much the same thing. So it's like, oh, they don't like the yellow bone. So it's like, yeah, that's where the colorism aspect came later on, because she came first and then another person came. So that's why it felt like that. You know what I'm saying to you? That's why later on there was a block. Not with this lady and him, not with him either, but the other guy later on. So later on, when that guy said about colorism, it's because they've already been rejected because of their light skin tone. So that's why there was an issue later on. It was a compound effect rather than actually being one thing. But again, like I said, I'm a person that says, if you're a guy and you like light skinned women, like them. I don't have a problem with it. And if you're a woman, you like dark skinned men, I don't have a problem with it. Do what you want to do. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Like, you're not going to be liked by everybody. You know what I mean? Like, that's a cold-hearted truth, unfortunately. But sometimes, yeah, sometimes there's colorism, sometimes there isn't. You know? But I guess, obviously, again, the world that we live in, women can say certain things and they won't be pulled up in the same way. And I'm not mad at it in this particular aspect. Because, again, I think the men did it very well. They handled it very well. But also, I think again, it's a preference. She wasn't rude. She wasn't disrespectful. She didn't say that, she just said that, listen, yellow guys, that's not my thing. Now, probably the word in yellow might have been an issue. But other than that, again, I think, feel how you feel. You know what I'm saying to you?
All right.
Once you get the right yellow one, you'll be all right.
Say I'm slipping. Dang.
And again, see how she handled it. He said, once you get the right yellow one, and then she kind of was like, okay. She's like, okay, she damn, I'm slipping. Like, she played it off as well. So that's why she's going to get away with it. Other people will not be able to get away with it. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Other people will not be able to get away with it. So it'd be like that. Yeah. So yellow was a bit of a wild one to be saying, though, in that respect.
All right. We've got 2 guys left. Guys, any questions for our girl? You got one? All right. Let's go here.
I got 2 questions. Twofold.
Oh, girl, I'm tripping.
Basically, your 14-year-old, she just started high school. That's a pivotal time in life for teenagers and things of that nature. And she in cheer. I know cheer, you traveling consistently, like y'all everywhere bouncing around. So my first question is, how do you plan on managing something long distance when, you know what I'm saying, you got to manage her, you got to manage your career. It's a whole lot going on in day-to-day life. So from Memphis to Houston, how would you manage that? That's the first question. And then second, like what's your passion? What moves your heart? What makes you get up?
First and foremost, you asking 2 questions. So that's a little bit, that's, you know what I mean? You know, so for me personally, that'll be how it is. But you know, good questions though. I can't lie to you.
Every day and be like, yeah.
And I love the fact that he was able to be considerate, because they all, by the way, all the people on this panel had children. I think this was what Arlette did here needs to be commended, because everybody here had children. So it was a very balanced conversation with people, because nobody was like, oh, I don't want kids. Like, it's like everybody already had kids. So it was like everybody was okay with somebody else having kids. I think that was really good. You know what I mean? I think that was really good.
I'm about this. That's what I'm on.
Period. So as far as my daughter, I didn't really, so she's 14, she'll be going into high school this year, right? So I don't really want to have to move around too much with her, but I do what I want to do. She's with her father every other weekend. I have a very, very great co-parenting relationship with him. Shout out to him. I don't think that'll be the issue. That won't be an issue at all. And then what am I passionate about? You know, I'm a go-getter. I own a couple of businesses with some friends, and like that's my thing, right? I'm passionate about my business. I like to see the work that I do and see how everybody else supports it. That's just my passion, like, you know,
right on.
just
yes, ma'am. Yes,
yeah,
ma'am.
something like a boss, you know.
That's what I hear it in you. I hear it in you.
Okay. Any questions over here?
He asked a lot of good questions. I think I'm gonna have the same questions. But now I gotta ask you a question. I gotta ask. You know, no disrespect. You're beautiful head to toe.
Thank you.
Now look at this. Sir, what is going on? Why did you pop your balloon? Why did you pop your balloon? Why did you wait till now to pop your balloon? Villain in disguise. Villain in disguise. Villain in disguise. Gong, 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 gong. Dun, dun. Du, 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 du. Okay, let me stop being silly.
I wasn't expecting that. So now it's on me. All right, you're absolutely gorgeous, right? You came out dressed, laced, everything. How do you handle the attention you get being that you in radio? Because that's kind of being like somewhat a public figure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you handle attention when you walk in the room?
I mean,
sir, why are we asking a question about you know, about attention, bro? Why are we asking a question about how she handles attention? This question made no sense for me. I actually, listen, I think these two can be a great couple, but that question, yeah, it just gave insecure straight away. I can't lie to you. I was like, I would never ask a girl, how do you handle attention? Like, I don't need to ask that question. Why do I need to ask it? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that would never be a question I'd ask. Okay? Someone said because he wants to know, run the tape. Yeah,
you mean if I'm getting attention from guys?
Yes, absolutely.
Flirting and hitting, stuff like that. Okay,
yeah.
I'm just trying to make sure we're on the same page.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't give attention to people that I don't want to give attention to.
Okay.
Like, it's simple.
Okay.
But where I'm from, everybody know me before the radio.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's not a big city.
Okay.
You know, to some it might be, but it's not a big city. So went to a lot of schools, know a lot of people there. They know me. Like, everybody get a side hug. Like, we get church hugs and keep it moving. Okay. Like, and if I was with a guy, like, out of respect, I'm gonna introduce you. You know, it's
Southern hospitality.
Yeah.
I rock with that. Okay. Where you get this big personality from?
God.
It's all natural. Okay.
Okay.
Now the chemistry is right. I can't lie though. Out of all the ones that I've seen the shows, the chemistry on this part with these two, aside that silly question, I think it's a silly question. Okay, all right. Apart from that silly question, I felt like it was a question that needed to be asked as well. But other than that, I felt like it was. Their chemistry was absolutely amazing. You get what I'm saying to you? And I need to get over to my men's panel. So I'm going to be off this in a few minutes as well. So, but this is my last one. But their chemistry, I just want to put it.
All right, why end up popping your balloon?
So I got 2 kids. I have a 3-year-old and I have a 12-year-old. My son played football, basketball, run track. So basically what I'm saying, when you said you was a cheer mom, I connected with that. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a dad that's very involved in my kids' life on a consistent basis, everyday dad. My daughter for the start after school activities and stuff. I know I'm gonna be tied up in that area. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, like, I'm rocking with you. You're beautiful,
Thank you.
sexy. You stepping on their neck, boss.
Ooh,
I
thank
wouldn't
you.
mind like exchanging numbers and just even if it's just for networking. But I did pop. But at the end of the day, though, you know what I'm saying?
You
My
popped
thing
on
is,
me. Come on.
I popped because like you gotta,
on me. No,
you gotta be realistic.
I'm just
you know
kidding.
what
I'm just kidding.
Once we step off the white, like my guy say, you're gonna step off the white, and then there's really no room for us to even really rock out because once you said to your mom, and you know what I'm saying, like my son, every season I'm running every day, 3 days, 4 days a week, I'm running behind him. I travel twice a month though. And I know how hard that is for me. Maybe you could, I don't know, but it's just a lot of pressure to put on somebody to say, hey, I need you to be able to get up and move around with me in order for us to build something. We're trying to really solid build something. I ain't here to play.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So
I can't lie. This is probably one of the most mature, experienced responses that I ever heard. You know what I mean? But the other part was obviously him having for a number was he's cheeky for that. I can't lie to you. You know what I mean? That little you can exchange numbers. I mean, listen, it's innocent, but it's not innocent. You know what I'm saying? It's what we call a side game. You know what I mean? But it was a very mature answer as to why he decided to pop his balloon. Understanding that they may be different in schedules and the busyness, it was a very mature answer. Slide game, but it was a very mature answer. And I think having this mature panels is much more different than having the young people. I actually prefer this. I can't lie to you. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, I prefer these people here than I prefer having the other people on the panel when they're young. You know, listen, the young people are going to go viral, but when you have these episodes here, it just makes you appreciate that there are mature people in the dating game. Like, these people are popping balloons, but they're not getting like flustered to a point where they're wilding out and all craziness and cussing people out. Like, we can still have entertainment and be fun when you see this. And this is coming from people who are obviously of a greater age. Yes, they're 35 plus, and they're keeping it cute. You know, they're keeping it cute, and it's you can actually start to see. You know, you can actually start to see the people trying to think in their head like, maybe not. Okay, you know what I mean, or maybe it is. You know what I'm saying to you. So I respect it. Last few points, I've got to get off.
That's just the only take back from me is how far away you are, and then both of our lives are we gonna be able to make time for us to really rock out? Because I ain't gonna play with you.
That's understood.
So now, is he someone that's your type?
Nice looking. No.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How old are you again?
45.
Okay.
Okay, so we got our guy with.
I'd have been hurt though. After she said to other brother, he 46. You really 46? You better say the same thing to me. Oh, I got a little. You better say the same thing to me. You better not tell me I'm 45 and be like, okay. No, I want to hear. Listen, you 45? Oh no. You better say that to me. You better offer my flowers. Go and tell me he 46 and he look good for 46. You better tell me I look good for 45. Damn.
The unpop balloon here. Now, is he someone that's your type?
He is actually.
Oh.
How old are you again?
46.
That's just blowing me.
You see?
Let me see you with that hat off.
No. And then she capped it off by going back to him again and telling him, you 46? Damn, you know what I mean? Yeah, we gonna have to fight after that.
You know what I'm saying? I threw it off earlier, but we can do it again. I'm a ball.
I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at your ball head.
I'm cold, really. So
I ain't mad at it.
yeah, so it keeps me warm. My hands are cold right now. So
I'm very
Is that a
nurturing.
problem?
Oh, absolutely
Okay,
not.
you're a nurturer.
Let's bring you up here with us. Come on. Let's come up here, y'all. Come on up. I'll have you stand on this side of me.
He walk like he's 45 though. He walking like he been in some wars. Okay, he walking like he been in some wars. You know, he may not be 45 in the face, but the legs are telling me 45, 45, 46, 46, 47, 47, 48, 48, 48, 49, 49, 50, 50, 50. He walking like he really done. He walking like he done a tour already. I'm just saying.
All right. So if you guys have a final question, just one, you can ask it. If you don't have one, that's okay as well, because I got my final one.
I just want to know, how do you handle conflict in relationship or partnership?
So back in the day, I used to cut up. I did. I'm 38 now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sis. I know you still cut up. I know you still cut up. You need to cut it. We know you still cut up, sis. Okay. We know you did sometime. We know you did sometime. I used to cut up. Ain't the words I want to hear. You still cut up right now.
Yeah, so I've grown. Like I'm not going back and forth with you.
Okay.
It's done. Yeah. So but if we're having a disagreement, we're gonna communicate. It's
Yeah.
simple. Yeah, we're gonna talk.
She said we're gonna communicate. She gonna cut you up. That's communication. She gonna let you know that she gonna cut you up in the little pieces. So now she don't say it rudely. She just cuts you up with a little bit of, side shade. She don't cut you like with the. Now she's a little bit more like demure when she cuts you up. It's a different little cut up, All right, it's a different type of cut up. It's not the same cut up. It's a different type of cut up. You know what I'm saying to you? Beforehand, she had the, the jaggedy edge. She had a jaggedy edge kind of knife. Now she has a real fine dine knife. You get me? It's more of a, you know what I'm saying to you? You don't even know you've been cut. You don't even know you've been cut. You just go, and you look and you see, and a few seconds later, you just see a little drip of blood coming down your face. That is what she cut you up with now. You know what I mean? Beforehand, you used to feel it. Now she's like, it's fine cutting. You know what I'm saying to you? You know the ones where it's like those anime cartoons. They go past, they walk past the person, they don't realize they've been cut. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. Katana, thank you. That's right. Real sharp.
Right. So you might need some space. I might need some, but we're gonna work it out.
How much space we talking?
I mean, we already.
Now the way he's smiling and the way she is, their chemistry is righteous. I hope they actually make it work because their chemistry is right. I would love to see a catch up with them. I hope they made it work because they give vibes. They give a good vibe. Like they could really vibe together. Like he seems to be always smiling. She seems like she's gonna make him laugh. Like they're gonna cut up nicely, like in a good way. Like I really like their energy. I was really vibing for them and hoping for them actually to make it work and stuff.
Far away from each other, But how much space you talking?
Nah, I'm a great communicator. Like I said, I'm all about communication. I don't really want too much conflict. I am 46. I don't really want to deal with the petty stuff. We trying to get to it. We grown.
You don't have to worry about that with me.
Okay.
Yeah,
good.
no, I don't like conflict. Back in the day, young, dumb, but now I don't got time for it.
Okay. That's my main question. Everything else is cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well,
first of all,
the way he's looking at her, like he about to chew her up. He looking like he want to chew her up in a healthy way. Okay. All right. Yeah. They're either gonna work well or they're gonna explode. I don't know which one they're gonna go for. I hope they work well because they're energy righteous, bro.
Kind of matching with the brown and brown.
I'm not mad at it. I got a question though.
Oh, did you?
Brother said, how did he get her before I got her? Huh? I spat the ultimate game. I gave my best. Father in heaven, I gave my best. Turn to neighbor and say, I gave my best. I gave my best. Brother said, this Negro. You just know he's saying the M word. This Negro. I gave my best. Oh, if it wasn't for you meddling kids, I would have had her. Oh, gracious.
Go ahead, girl. So I know you're into the fashion and you have a fashion.
Correct.
You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
What do you do for a living though outside of that?
Outside of that, that's what I do full time. Other than that, I have a podcast, but I'm 100% in on this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Committed. I did the corporate thing, let it go. This is my new life.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my new love.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, my final question is it a yes for you for her?
If I said no, I'd be crazy because she cool. So yeah. She cool.
All right. And is it a yes for you for him?
Yeah, he got some nice white teeth too.
We got a match.
Nah, them two are cute. I can't lie to you. The energy, they're matching with each other. Okay, the energy is matching. You know what I'm saying to you? Trey probably is. It's either up or it's down. There ain't no middle ground. Okay, it's either up or it's down or there's no middle ground. You know what I'm saying to you? Like I see it. You know what I mean? Like it's either up or it's down. That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, it's either up or it's up or it's down or it's down. Okay, all right. So yeah, shout out to them. But it's a good match.
I'll take the mic. Thank you.
This brother said, I cannot stop hating on this brother. Damn. I'm gonna plot his downfall. Don't worry about that, brother. You ain't gonna come back. He out here looking like, what's the guy that was in Daredevil? What's his name? What's the guy that's in there? Kingpin. He out here looking like Kingpin. He got the praying hands together. He don't even pray. Okay? He got the praying hands and he don't even pray. He said, listen, brother, don't worry, my time will come. I've got a plan for your ass.
And you guys can go on off. Go for her. Go ahead. Make some noise for them, guys.
No, she already cutting up. I'm sorry. She's already cutting up. She gonna cut. Look at this. Yay. Anyway, let me go back.
Thank you. And you guys can go on.
She said, listen, you better walk. Walk. She already cutting up. She already cutting up. She said, you better walk this way. You better walk this way.
Walk with her. Go
Said, listen, what you doing, boy? She joking, but she's serious. She about to cut up. Okay? She about to cut up. You know what I mean? Someone said the sex with me. Yeah, the sex probably will be good if they get to that. Yeah, it probably will be. So they definitely in trouble.
ahead. Make some noise for them.
Look.
Them guys.
The banter's about to be delicious. I'm telling you, the banter is about to be delicious. It's about to be delicious. And I'm emphasizing on the delicious. You know what I'm saying to you? The lie part. I need to go with you, right.
All right.
I need to go be my type. I need a girl, so she's all mine. Anyway, listen, I gotta go. Listen, my time's up, but we gotta go and talk on the other side of this. I need to go over that other side, and I need to go. But we appreciate y'all for the Pop the Balloon. Thank you for you guys who obviously said I should do it. I think it's fun doing Pop the Balloon. We can have a bit of a laugh of it. It doesn't have to be too serious as well. I wish I had more time to do it in more depth because I would have done the other. There's another girl that didn't get done as well, but it's a real one. Very much a real one, and you know, I think the boys did well and the ladies did well in this episode. I was good to see mature people on this particular show because there's a lot that when you watch it, like sometimes it's frustrating when you see the young Gen Zs and they're insulting each other or cussing each other, being passive aggressive. It just gets boring after a while. But to see these people on my screen, it's good to see the mature people on the show as well. So we appreciate them very, very, very much as well. Shout out to Fadi as well out here. He said check your DMs after the show. Thank you very much, Fadi. I appreciate you, my dog. It's a blessing to have you around here, bro. I'll check my DMs as well, bro. Much love and appreciation. All right, we're gonna go on to the other panel. We're talking about the men's panel today. If you haven't already joined, make sure you go and join. We are talking about masculinity 2025, men's masculinity in 2025. You know, we want to be able to have that conversation with you guys. So please head over to there. I will send you guys a link in the chat so you can actually get to it as well. Join the live now. Men's panel as well. We're gonna have a real conversation with other men about masculinity. Okay, about masculinity as well. So appreciate you guys and ladies as well. We'll see you again in a few minutes' time. Much love, much appreciation. Okay,
Don't beg. It's disgusting.